my song. Let's sing it. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's insane. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Howdy ho! It's Friday, everybody, and you know what that means? Probably not, because it's a wild card. It could be anything. Mondays, we do music, and this past Monday, I was talking about the amazing soundtrack that me, Jesse Blaze Snider, was a music consultant for, which really I was the music supervisor for. Strangeland, D. Snider Strangeland, one of the coolest 2000s, late 90s metal, new metal, classic metal, industrial metal soundtracks. Oh my God. There's so much acclaim for the soundtrack in the population of people who love heavy metal, and on the internet you can go find plenty of people talking about how great the soundtrack is. It's a piece of pride for me because I really, set out to do a good job when I was given that job by my father, D. Snider, who had made the movie, and he very smartly picked me to be the music guy because he was like, I don't really know what is going on right now, but you're in high school right now, so let me give you this job because I feel like you'd know. And I did a nice job. Years later, he did the same thing with my sister because she was into the hardcore scene and whatever else, and she used all of her opinions, and she did a really great job getting stuff together. But this soundtrack, it's so cool. It's a longer episode because it's an 18-track soundtrack. If you like metal, like if any of the like new metal, industrial metal, classic metal, there is like 18 bands, on that soundtrack, and I'm gonna say at least 15 of them are worth your time, like to go very deeply into their catalog. So a really good place for metalheads to just journey into a whole bunch of different bands on that Monday episode. So if you haven't listened to that yet, you should really go check that out if you're a music fan. Tuesday we did animation, and we were talking about the first season of One Punch Man. Been watching it with my sons. So good. One Punch Man is so funny. For those of you who don't like the designs of One Punch Man, because that's what my friend Aaron said to me immediately when I recommended it. He was like, I didn't like the designs, but if you say it's good, I'll check it out. Yes, that was a thing that was kind of holding me back as well. It's funny, though, because One Punch Man being bald and like the simplicity of his design and kind of the shittiness of some of the designs within the thing, it's actually part of the universe. Like it plays to the comedy and what's going on within it. And the moment you watch a couple episodes, you'll very quickly go, oh wow, that's interesting. This aesthetic actually really plays to give character to the universe and leans into the things that are going on story-wise there, because it's all just like a picking apart in a very fun way of or satirizing of superhero tropes. And also a satirization of like Dragon Ball Z power-upping. Who is Vegeta? He's becoming Super Saiyan. Like this thing of like, how powerful are you? Oh no, look how powerful he is. It's very funny. So then Wednesday, I told you I am reading comics again. I got 30 comics I read in the past like 2 weeks, which is like still small potatoes for me in general for when I'm reading comics, but it's becoming more natural, and I'm just regularly getting in there and enjoying some stories. I'm having such a better time in my life now that I am engaging in comic books again. So I got a whole bunch of really good comics that are coming, like recent, fresh recommendations for you guys. And one of them, this book is a little bit older that I recommended on Wednesday, but I just read it, which is The Other Dead from IDW. It's zombie animals. It's really, really great. Zombie animals trying to kill humanity. Super, super simple premise, executed really, really well. You should check that out. That's what we covered Wednesday. And then Thursday, yesterday, I was talking to you about The Phoenician Scheme, which is just an awesome Wes Anderson movie. Maybe my favorite live-action Wes Anderson movie ever, starring Benicio del Toro, who I love him. I think he's so charming. And Michael Cera, kind of as his number two as an assistant, and then his daughter, I forget the lady who plays his daughter. I didn't recognize her, but she was great. The movie's excellent. It's very reminiscent kind of like the Royal Tenenbaums to some degree, but I really like the Royal Tenenbaums, and this one I liked even better. It focuses on like the three characters, and the humors are just really good, and it just feels intimate in a way that his movies like it's just a little more intimate than some of his other movies, and I think it just makes it that much better. So if you're a Wes Anderson fan, you should check out my recommendation for that. Today, obviously, we are going to be talking about my wild card pick, which is YouTuber That Surprise Witness. We are going to get into everything I can give to you about That Surprise Witness's YouTube channel. And I'm such a big fan of her. And I think that she is a good egg, as you would say. And, last week I covered The Mind Unveiled. And that is, I think, my favorite YouTube channel, period. And this week as I was figuring out what I was going to do, one of her videos happened to come up, and I just kind of went in a minute like, oh man, she's another one, she's another one of those great people who I trust. I trust her. I believe that she is a good person and that she is motivated by trying to, motivated to really do some good in the world. The host of this channel is BJ Corville, aka the Queen of YouTube, and we will get into her in just a second. But Saturday, tomorrow, I'm not certain that this is what I'm doing. I've been like fucking bubbling it over all week, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do some sort of takedown conversation about the Oscars. I predicted a few months ago that One Battle After Another was going to win the Oscar for Best Picture, and it did. And it's very telling about the whole industry and what's going on. And I really kind of want to look at these Oscar winners and look at the type of things that are winning in these categories and what is being rewarded, what level of creativity is being rewarded. You're like, oh, Jesse, the creativity level is very high. Yes, but if you really start to boil the movies that win Best Picture or the people that win Best Actor, whatever, down to, their base parts, you're going to find a lot of consistency in what is on display. And it really just demonstrates what Hollywood is really about. So it's a gnarly show, and I mean, if I don't do it tomorrow, I might. It'll be written down, and I'm going to save it. Maybe at some point I will break it out when I feel like I have enough to say. I think I do have enough to say, but I really think I want to organize the hell out of that conversation so I can just be very concise about it, and it'll be hard to argue with me. Sunday, of course, I'll be back with Everything They Don't Want You to Know, my esoteric wisdom show. We just did an episode on the Gnostics. Mind-blowing last Sunday. Highly recommend that one. And of course, the show is great. You can learn about esoteric wisdom like Hermetic principles, universal law. The first dozen episodes are all dedicated to that. There's never been a better time to open your mind to all of the things that are going on planet Earth. Unfortunately, our presumably responsible leaders are not. And, it's time for the intelligent amongst us to educate ourselves on what's really going on so that we can be better citizens of mankind, and we can help to stand in the way of things like child trafficking happening anymore. The more we begin to open our eyes, the more we can take back control of this planet, and I would like to see us do that. And I'm back monthly as well with my music show, All Your Favorite Bands Suck. I just did an episode on Grandson a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be coming in to do an episode on the Black Keys probably this week. I love the Black Keys. They're great. I'm just starting to catch up, put together the rest of their, there's a whole bunch of new albums that they have put out that I actually haven't listened to. So, to prepare for the show, I'm listening to a bunch of new shit. I'm listening to a bunch of new stuff, and they are just so freaking good. I hit my wire with my thing. Oh, and I caused a little glitch. So, that'll be, I don't know, sometime this week or next week. All your favorite bands suck. Jesse Blaze Snider is JBS at blacklightdistrict.studio. If you want to email me for any reason, recommendations, thank me, say fuck you, I don't care. If you need me, JBS at blacklightdistrict.studio. And of course, blacklightdistrict.studio, that's my boutique music and comic book company where we make amazing comic books, especially we get some really great comedy ones, religious satire, book on the fucking Battle of the Sexes, Fucking for Our Future, #1, King of Kings, #1. I promise there is something for everybody to like at blacklightdistrict.studio, especially when it comes to music. We've so much music and it's all free, ready to be enjoyed over at our website. So get over there and do that stuff. All right, so let us talk about Miss BJ Corville, aka the Queen of YouTube. I adore this lady. She's probably not everybody's cup of tea. And, some of what I kind of have like pinpointed as maybe an aspect of her that maybe not everybody will like. She's got a little bit of an aggression about her, but it comes from the fact that she's really been kind of fucked with. And often fucked with, I think, in a very specific way. She likes pink, and she's very like, what's her name from Legally Blonde? Like she likes to look how she likes to look, and she likes to talk how she likes to talk, and she likes the things that she likes. But that doesn't mean that she's not brilliant and cool and all the things. And I think, on the internet, people will come at you really sideways often, and I think from a lot of sideways, people approaching her in various ways, and she's had some real hardcore people try to sue her and things like that, coming at her pretty hard sometimes because she's a lawyer, or she was, and she is bringing up things that are very real. Very real, very powerful interests do not want this lady talking about so many of the things that she's talking about. Granted, as time's gone on, more and more people have been talking about some of these things and getting into these spaces. She is one of the people who I would say is holding the door open for a lot of these conversations to take place. And I'm grateful to any person who holds open a door for conversations to be had. So the channel is called That Surprise Witness, and this is her independent YouTube commentary channel, where she does more than just comment. She is a former lawyer. She stopped being one because basically it was causing her some trouble, and it was basically easier for her to take herself out of the out of the system, so that she could continue to comment from a perspective of somebody who knows the law and is familiar with this stuff and has done a certain amount of lawyering in the past or whatever. But it's majorly investigative is so much of what she's doing. But she is able to go and investigate a lot of papers and paper trails that most people like you and I wouldn't even know about or wouldn't know to look for. She's aware enough of this world in that she's like, well, if such and such is going to go down, they would have to file a this, or they would have to do with this, and in order to access that information, I can go over to here. So she just really knows how to get her hands on information. She knows what to look for, and and ultimately understands the system in a much more intimate way than most of us do. And then when it comes to specific things like what do they call guardianship? I'm forgetting the name that they use when they take people's money. Conservatorship, I think is what they call it. Britney Spears, Bam Margera, they'll go to the court and they'll try to claim that the person's out of their mind. They can't control their own money. Put me in charge of their estate and their money, and I will make sure that it gets spent correctly. This is an insanity. I mean, the fact that can be done at all is crazy. BJ, at length, over and over again, has demonstrated many times how fucked up the system is, how fucked up it is that they're able to do these things, and who the people are that they're doing it to, like Bam Margera and Britney Spears, and generally speaking, like Britney and Bam, like they won't get defended because people go, oh, well, they're wasted. No, they're a free human being. They earn that money. Who the fuck are you to anybody to say that's not their money anymore? This other person who didn't fucking earn that money, that person gets to control what they do with that money. Are you fucking kidding me? No, under no circumstances. My mental deficiency on some level or another that you're going to argue, you're going to make some sort of argument. How do you prove that I'm mentally deficient in a way that means I can't spend my own money? Like, there's just so many so many weird freaking things about this. Um, I'm gonna go through like a lot of stuff, like some of her best like content over on her channel in a second. I just like was putting together like some notes and stuff. But you know, she definitely has a growing niche audience that's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger over the years. You know, she is going down to, you know, she was at the court dates for all the Britney's things every day. You know, she was taking that shit very seriously, and a lot of people so silly, and she's sitting there, free Britney, and a lot of people were like mocking this, like, you know, Britney's like, no, like as soon as you look into what she's looking in and see it from the perspective that she is not cultivating, but she has revealed is going on, you just see it for what it is. They're fucking robbing these people. They're taking a terrible advantage of them. It's really fucked up. It shouldn't be done. And like, you know, and just because these people are like these rich people, whatever, we don't want to take care of them or watch out for them the same way that we would for anybody. And she has, you know, really, you know, gone, put her money where her mouth is in terms of just going, this isn't right, you know, and I'm going to defend them. You know, do I think that, you know, maybe Bam Margera could use some help, or, you know, yes, I do. But I think that he has to be the one to get that help. I don't think that it should be forced. I don't think that they should be able to take this control of his life in this way. Yes, 100%. BJ, you fucking rule, man. Yeah, fuck yeah. I just love that she exists and that she's out there defending people who are often not only not getting defended as they're being screwed by the system, but you know, are often ridiculed by the system and, like, you know, making jokes about it. And not only are we letting it happen to Britney, but we're like fucking laughing. Oh yeah, fucking celebrity. Like, that's fucked up. So cool for me to, you know, to have access to people like a BJ who's a lawyer and is paying attention to these things, and she can offer more insight into this stuff. And these are the types of YouTubers and podcasters and people that I like to follow. You know, hopefully you follow me because you're like, oh yeah, I follow Jesse because he's a writer and he's a musician and he really cares about writing and music, you know, so he's spent his whole life listening to music and reading stories and watching films and studying all this stuff so that he could be really good at what he does. And now I get the benefit of Jesse sharing all of these things that he's been studying his whole life, and he recommends all this stuff to me all the time. You know, in this case for me, it's Jesse gets the benefit of BJ, who went to law school and was able to see how the system works in this way and that way and that way, and a couple ways in which I didn't really exactly understand, and then see how it's framed, and then she's sitting there and she's following, going deep, and able to demonstrate to us, like, no, look what's really going on here under the surface. This shit is really fucked up. So, you know, I really enjoy her channel. It's a typical, you know, kind of documentary style storytelling channel, although often, you know, it's not so much a big documentary as it's just you looking at BJ and BJ's telling you what it is. But she is really well researched, and, you know, she knows what she's doing, knows what she's talking about, and she's somebody who is going out of her way to be very much like my father D. Snider was when he walked into the PMRC hearings in Washington, D.C. in his denim vest and his ripped up denim jeans, and he pulled his speech out of his pocket on a folded up piece of ripped out loose leaf paper. You know, he played them. He played Congress. He made them think they were dealing with a fool. And this is what BJ does too. In her hot pink with her ridiculous pen, and she's making her notes. But BJ's not fucking around. She's smart. She's shrewd. She knows what is really going on here, and she knows, and she speaks about, you know, she is on a mission from fucking God to help shed light on some of these issues. And it's really, it's a lot of good that she's doing. It's so many times that I've been watching her videos and I just go, you fucking go, girl. Hell yes. Thank you. Thank you for freaking believing you were powerful enough to fight this system in this intellectual way and to be able to come out. And she's had a lot of people go after her really in fucked up ways, because she's a lawyer and she's exposing things that people don't like. And she keeps freaking, you know, just defending herself, rising to the surface, getting herself back into a good position. So I love her. You know, really, like, I have so much affection for her, because what she's doing is not easy. It's not fucking easy to go fight the fucking system like this as a lawyer. Fighting the people who have lawyers, the people who are going to court, they have money. She's really taking a risk. These people can bury you. with money. Just waste your time for forever. Just the fact that she's putting herself in harm's way like this so regularly, it's incredible. So, right now I'm just going to kind of give you like a little dippity doodle down her page of just like some of the things that you could get well-researched information on right fucking now if you feel excited. A lot of coverage of P. Diddy and the P. Diddy trial as that stuff was going on, because she's a lawyer. She was really able to get to the bottom of so much more than most people. She just covered up the wrapping up of Kanye's trial, where he won and apparently lost a little bit. I'm only halfway through listening to some of that stuff over there. But apparently Kanye fell asleep on the stand. So there's so many things that have been going through the courts, Britney and the whole situation right now, she just recently got arrested again, or, for like, I forget exactly what it was, if it was a DUI or whatever else, but she's back in trouble. They're trying to pull more of the bullshit on her. I mean, literally, just 5 days ago, she released a video called Britney Needs Help. It's bad. I haven't been able to watch that one yet because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what she's talking about from other pieces. Like, she'll put out shorts as well. So crazy. The Britney Spears situation. The Jay-Z situation, he got dragged into a huge fraud case. I think it was a $200 million fraud case with Jay-Z. Deeper into that, recently she was talking about Nancy Guthrie. Aiden Ross is going to sue TMZ. Just like every single bit of like major lawsuit type stuff that's going on is coming through her. She is being covered by her channel, especially if she feels like there's really something there in need of defending. Because most of the time, it's these celebrities going up against these monolith corporations and companies. So Jay-Z, this is another one. Jay-Z might be testifying in Congress about Epstein. In the past few weeks, as the Epstein shit has really been intensifying, she has been coming out with a number of videos related. And again, she is just such a good researcher. She really is thorough. And, if you like her personality, which I do, I think she's just super fun. You'll really like her channel, because it's kind of like, I'm a little bit of a gossipy guy. Just that I like, to hear about some of these pieces of information of what's like really going on underneath the surface of so many of these people, Hollywood people in general, who are always covering their asses and making themselves look perfect. Disney's just like, it's all corporate PR, making you look great all the time. No matter what happens, you look like $1 million. So to see all of these manicured public relations personalities and what's really going on under the surface and what's really being revealed in some of these court documents is just mind-blowing and just wonderful in so many cases. I just feel so like, ooh, you're really getting the crack, getting the tea. It's such a great bit. And she is not afraid. She recently did a whole video I watched on Bohemian Grove members lists that were revealed, and one of the top of this Bohemian Grove's list is fucking Conan O'Brien. And I like Conan O'Brien, and I want to like Conan O'Brien, but that is a big problem for me. He is at the fucking Bohemian Grove. These people are not doing anything to maintain their membership in these societies. They are doing things to maintain their positions. Of course, everybody who is in some sort of high up place in our society has gotten there for reasons. Most of them, the higher you go, the more likely it is that they are members of one secret society or another. There are so many secret societies on planet Earth that literally do not have names. So while you're sitting there and pointing to the Illuminati and the Freemasons and all this shit, there is so much. It's about financial interests, being anonymous, secretly doing these things. You do these things so that you can do the things that you want. You can make the things you want happen by using your money quietly to get you where you want to go. Through legality, through lawyers and lawsuits and all this stuff, this is where a lot of things tend to be revealed. quietly about what is going on in the world. So there's tons of things that are, like going to be new, mind-blowing little bits. I mean, look, you just go down Chica's page and you're going to be like, what? I didn't know about that. What? I didn't know about that. Holy shit. And this is all real shit. You're going on fucking CNN and they're posting a dozen different fucking videos about whatever, and it might not even be anything that's really going on in terms of like matters or whatever, the details of it, some superficial summation of a court. This is her reading the documents to you. Straight from the court documents, straight from the the time taker, the person who's typing out the thing and like all this, the minutes. She is really common correct with the information that is very difficult to deny or fight back against. Like I said, one of my motivations for bringing her up right now was similarly the Mind Unveiled. Recommend them again. YouTube's Mind Unveiled. Their shit is crazy. The videos that they've been posting in relation to Jeffrey Epstein, the cloning, RNA, all of this scientific sci-fi shit that freaking Epstein was up to. And Mind Unveiled has been looking at all that stuff and making really, really great long videos going into great detail and will blow your mind. And then similarly, Miss BJ, she is doing the same. There are so many big bits. You got pics getting leaked from Prince Andrew, and she has a lot of long form stuff. You can really get a lot of information, and then even just some good little short form things that'll get you into some of the subjects. But Michael Jordan has come up just a couple weeks ago in the midst of all this Jeffrey Epstein stuff. As these things have been coming back, she has been covering it. The TMZ, the dude who is the head of TMZ, he's been implicated in the Epstein files. He's very good friends with freaking Epstein. All of this stuff is getting looked at, not in the speculative, gossipy sort of way, in the physical, names on fucking paper, here it is in black and white sort of way. It's gossip, but it's gossip that could be fucking verified. It's gossip in black and white, and it reveals what is really going on behind the scenes with all of these people. I really just think that all of us should be grateful, so grateful to people like BJ who are putting themselves out there like this, who are going so directly against the system, who are using the system against itself to do good things. Just last week, she was talking about a subject that I love to hear people talk about in any real way, MK Ultra mind control. But she's talking about it through the fucking court documents, proving all this shit is in black and white. It's being discussed in a very legal and real sense. This is not speculation. And this is why I love her channel. This is why it will be a great resource to you if you're out there and you're any sort of conspiracy theorist. This is the channel that will have you walking away with real truth, with things that cannot be denied. And I'll just, before I go, what I like to really talk about with like some of these channels, they'll usually have playlists where they put together some of their best stuff. So, of course, there's a 57 track playlist of Britney's court documents. The Britney stuff and the Britney's conservatorship, there's a 46 video playlist of Britney's conservatorship updates. She was very much there. So if that's a subject that you're interested in, and oh man, talk about juicy gossip and stuff. If you're into fucking Britney at all, the things, I ended up listening to way more than I ever thought I would listen to about Britney Spears, because it was just fucking compelling, really. And it is really, it's not like a really? Yes, I'm reading court documents, Jesse. You're like, fuck, shit, this is really real. Let's see, Car Jenners is a playlist for that. There's a lot of stuff on Bam Margera. She's got a nice relationship with Bam. Bam sort of initially was thought she was kind of being fucked up to him. Then he realized that she was actually being really cool. She was like revealing things that he didn't know. And she actually helped him to understand a little bit what situation he was in. Again, it's like really easy to fucking hate on somebody like Bam, or just dismiss them and be like, oh, whatever the court says is fine. Nah, man. We shouldn't be just taking away anybody's rights on any level. Okay? There shouldn't be some legal way in which you could take away Jesse's rights to fucking feed himself and do the things that he wants. Like, what? This is crazy. So, I mean, within the concept, there's so many, just little things. There's Adam 22's Grand Mason, 34 videos talking about that one. There's, like I said, a bunch of P. Diddy. There's 209 videos from P. Diddy. There is, there's 3 for Cher. Right now, the Epstein files list, she's got a playlist of 5 videos, but these were all pretty crazy. 5 hours and 42 minutes Epstein files. And then there's some shorter ones, but I mean, like this is covering the bulk of the stuff. 16 episodes on Mr. Beast, looking into some weird shit with Mr. Beast. Again, from the factual, legal perspective, things in black and white, hard to argue. Blake Lively, 21 video playlist. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rock Nation, 22 video playlist. Wendy Williams, 19 video playlist. And I mean, things will be revealed. There is any fucking legal craziness that any celebrities or major people on planet Earth that might be known from tabloids, magazines, blah, 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 blah. If you've heard about something fucking nuts that exists, blah, 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 she is covering it. It's covered. Somewhere there, she has covered it, and she is doing the best job that she can. She takes this seriously. She really, she actually speaks about regularly that like she's on a mission from God, kind of the way the Blues Brothers would say, we're on a mission from God. She didn't say that, but just from the perspective of, I believe that I'm here to help people and to do good, and this is the thing that I'm doing. And sometimes I'm being challenged like this, I'm being challenged like that. She's not woo-woo and crazy or anything. She just has a conviction of her faith and really believes that there's a greater purpose to what she's doing, as I do too. And I believe that she has a greater purpose as well. And half the reason why I'm here fucking telling you about her is because I want to help her greater purpose. I really believe that she does have that greater purpose. And I believe that I'm fulfilling my purpose by sharing her greater purpose with you. So isn't that great, as we all help each other have greater purposes here on earth? I love this lady. I really do. BJ, you got a great heart. You got a great heart, sweetheart. And I've watched her discussing morally complex issues, live in a live stream, and literally changing her mind in real time, or trying to come up with the right answer in real time, being sincere, being real, being true to herself, and trying to make this world a better place. And seriously, guys, what more can we ask from anybody besides that? And I believe that the world is a better place because BJ investigates. And please add to your dial. Last week was The Mind Unveiled. You should still add them. And now please add That Surprise Witness. BJ deserves your sub. She deserves your likes and your comments and all the shit, man. She really is a good egg trying to do good in the world. And the more people are paying attention to her, and the more people who are interacting with her, the harder it is for any fucking financial interest or whatever else to try to fuck with her unjustly and do anything that would hurt her. So for me, half of it is like selfishly motivated. I'm like, I want as many eyes on the people who are freaking speaking up about the right things as we can have. Anyway, I love you. I hope you love BJ's channel. Again, it's called That Surprise Witness. JBS at blacklightdistrict.studio. That's my company. That's my email. You can reach out to me at any time. Saturday is tomorrow, and I'm going to be back with my hour-long mother show. I think it's probably going to be about the fucking Oscars and what is going on with their choices, why they make these choices that they make when they give out these awards. I really think you might be surprised about some of the reasons, some of the things that are actually going on underneath the surface. It's pretty nuts. And I don't know what I'm doing Sunday yet for everything they don't want you to know, but it'll be great. Anyway, I love you. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope you enjoyed this week of recommendations. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow and next week for another fucking awesome suite of awesome recommendations on another great week of the coolest alive. Love you guys. Peace out.
You've been listening to Coolest Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snider. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent entertainment recommendations. Thanks for listening.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's insane. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah! It's my favorite part. Isn't that heavy? I played that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after weeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Making you shout. I'm a genius. I've got lyrics coming out me bum for days. You like that? It's a kazoo solo. I played that too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living your shit. My voice is fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in the mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top of the pops for this one. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go.
It's going to be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see.
You'll all see.